Jamie Lynn Kulikowski here, former Airborne Army captain and your Congresswoman starting in 2021. I just finished an analysis of Colorado versus South Dakota regarding each governor's handling of the pandemic. I'm in Colorado, and here we have Governor Jared Polis, who is leading the state in a very anti-American way. I don't know what he's using to guide his decision-making process, but it is clearly not the Constitution or Declaration of Independence. Here we have very strict mask mandates. Businesses have shut down and then opened and then shut down and then opened. We are forced to socially distance, isolate, just be away from each other. And our state is very divided in hostility. Most people are staying silent for fear of the social shaming and public humiliation that draconian Democrats are waging against anyone who stands up with a different belief and point of view on all this. Then there's South Dakota. Now, I don't live there, but I've watched the governor and am monitoring their stats on their Department of Public Health. So their Republican governor, Kristi Noem, is clearly using the Constitution and Declaration of Independence as her guide for decision making. She has given her citizens sovereignty. This is how America was founded, with citizen sovereignty. Citizens have power and authority over their choices, lives, beliefs. We have freedom. We have the right to pursue the American dream of life, liberty, and happiness. This is the American way. She's letting that foundation and our rights remain with her population, while trusting that her adult population has their own and their community's best interest at heart. If people want to wear masks, they wear masks. If they don't want to wear masks, they don't wear masks. If they want to isolate, isolate. Gather, gather. She is giving the citizens their right to sovereignty. This is the American way. I applaud her for her bravery and leadership. Now, what's very interesting is Colorado and South Dakota are being led by two very different governors. However, their deaths as a percent of total population are the same percent. As of today, Colorado has lost 2,076 lives to COVID. We have a population of 5.8 million. South Dakota has lost 375 lives to COVID with a population of around 858,000. Now you take those deaths and divide it by total population and you get 0.04%. So both states with completely opposite ways of handling the pandemic are coming to the same number of deaths as a percent of total population. How can this be? How can this be? This is because no leader, regardless of political party, has any control over when someone lives or dies. God has our life cycle. We are one nation under God. God has sovereignty over the life cycle. And Republicans are respecting this way more than Democrats. Republicans are respecting God's power as well as our innate American rights. The Democrats have lost their way. It's time for them to get out of the way, because the data speaks for itself. The free state of South Dakota and the captive state of Colorado both have the same percentage of deaths in respect to their total population. Let's break free. Let's follow South Dakota's example. Vote red, but if Jamie Lynn Kulikowski, vote Jamie Lynn Kulikowski. If I had it to do all over again, I would have ran as a Republican candidate. I'm going to be on your ballot with the Unity Party. But I am so for a red win across the country. So vote red and vote Jamie Lynn Kulikowski for Congress.